Let us take few more problems based on group. In this problem, we have to prove that the set of all positive rational numbers be a binary composition defined by this. Here A and B, these are rational numbers, positive rational numbers. It means A and B both can be written as in the form of P upon Q, and this form will be lowest form. It means these numbers can be written as in the form of P upon Q. So I hope students are well familiar with rational and irrational numbers. If there is any confusion on rational and irrational numbers, let me know. I will discuss that numbers in detail. Now the composition is defined as if you operate A on B, then the output will be equal to A upon AB upon 3. It is not the matter how this result is obtained, but it is the given result, so we have to follow this result. First we have to prove that the set of these all positive rational numbers is a commutative group under this given operation. First we will prove that closure property. As A and B, these are two rational numbers, so their product is, their composition is AB upon 3. Here we can't say the product, this is actually, this symbol is will be called as composition. So the composition of A and B will be defined as AB by 3, and it will be obviously a rational number. For example, we have taken two rational numbers 1 by 2 and 3 by 2. If we operate 1 by 2 and 2 by 5 by using this operator, then the final result will be obtained as 1 by 10, which is also a positive rational numbers. A student can check this closure property by using some more examples. They can take any rational value, positive rational value of A and any positive rational value of B, then this composition will give always a positive rational number. The second property is identity. Let us suppose there are two complex numbers. First complex number is B, A, and second complex number is B. If B is the identity of A or A be the identity of B, suppose let's take A be the identity of any element, it means A is a unique rational number which is the identity of each element. So this will give B, because if you operate identity on any element, then the output will not be changed and the result will be that element as it. But if we follow the composition as given in the question, then output will be AB upon 3, and that will be equal to B. And if we simplify it, we get A equal to 3. It means 3, and 3 can be written as 3 upon 1. It means it is also a positive rational number as well as a real number or integer. It is also a positive rational number. So 3 is the operative identity for each element. Hence identity axiom is satisfied here. In case of inverse, let we have two elements. First is C, and we want to find its inverse. Then inverse will always give identity, and previously we have checked that 3 is the identity for each element. Let the inverse of this element C is D. So if we operate D on C, then you will get identity. On following the composition as given in our problem, the result will be CD upon 3, and CD upon 3, this will be equal to 3, and from here we can calculate the value of D in terms of C or C in terms of D. So D will be equal to 9 upon C. It means if you want to find the inverse of element C, then it will be 9 upon C. Therefore the inverse of each element will be 9 upon that element. Here we have assumed reversely. Here we have assumed that C is the inverse of D, so the value of C is 9 by D. It means the inverse of every element is 9 upon that element, which will be always a positive rational number. For associativity, we can write A star B will be AB upon 3 and B star A will be equal to BA upon 3. Student, please make it correct. This is B star A. That will be B upon 3, and we know that AB upon 3 will be always equal to B upon 3, because we know that the positive rational numbers would hold associativity as well as commutativity with respect to multiplication, and here the simple multiplication is performed between two elements A and B. For associativity, student, I advise to the student, please solve this problem by using three elements. Student will assume here A, B and C, and they will calculate the value of this expression A cross B, A star B star C. Here this symbol is star. First they will operate B star C, and the result will be composed with A, and after that they can compose A star B and the result will be composed with C. In all cases they will get the same result. So this set would hold associativity. As I have discussed here, it is clear that this set, the element of this set would hold commutativity. So the given set of all positive rational numbers is a abelian group with respect to given operator. There is one more problem here. Now we will prove that G having these 5 elements 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, these all are integers, positive integer, is a finite abelian group under addition under modulo 5 with respect to addition. Under modulo 5 with respect to addition, it means the result will never exceed 5 or more than 5. If results is equivalent to 5 or more than 5, then 5 will be subtracted from there until the result, we get the result less than 5. For our simplicity, we can understand it. Suppose I have the output 7, so a student can divide this 7 by 5, and the table will be 5 ones are 5 and output will be equal to 2. It means our results will be divided by 5 and we will use here remainder. So we will check, because this set is finite set, so we can create a composition table here. We have written these elements row wise as well as these column wise. If I add 0, then there will be no change on any element. If I add 1, 0 plus 1, 1, 1 plus 2, 1 plus 1 equal to 2, and similarly 3 plus 1, this is equal to 4. But note this case here, 4 plus 1, this is equal to 5, and we are using here composition addition under modulo 5, so this 5 will be divided by 5, and in this case the remainder will be 5 and 5 and remainder will be 0. So a student can take it in this manner that they will subtract 5 if the result is equal or more than 5, so the result will be 0. Again, if you add 2, then we get, suppose we are here 2 plus 3, this is equal to 5, and 5 will be written as 5 minus 5, that is 0. And here 4 plus 2, this is equal to 6, and 6 can be written as 6 minus 5, that is 1. So we can create this composition table. If you are facing any difficulty to create this composition table, a student can ask me separately. However, we will, on Saturday I will take a lecture for your problems. That lecture will be conducted on, that will be a tutorial type teaching. and that will be performed on Microsoft TeamViewer. A student can call me or and ask me their problems. Now we will discuss first here about closure property. In this composition table, we see that the composition of each to each element is available in this table, and the every element of this table is belongs to Z. So the after composing any two elements, the result is not out from the set of set Z. So we can say that this set Z good hold closure property. Identity, because here we are using additive operator, and we know that 0 is the additive identity. So in this composition table, we see that there is no effect on adding 0 on any element. So 0 is the additive identity. If we want to discuss about inverse, so we can check what should be added in 0 to get 0. It means we will add 0. So 0 is its own inverse as well as identity. For 1, in case of 1, we get 0 here. So the element 4 is the additive inverse of 1. Similarly, element 3 is the additive inverse of 2. Element 2 is the additive inverse of 3. Element 1 is the additive inverse of 4, and so on. So every element has its own inverse. So inverse axiom is also satisfied here. Similarly, for associativity, we can check this operation on any three elements. Here we are taking 1, 2 and 3, and if you compose 1 and 2, then we get 3. 3 plus 3, this will be equal to 6, but result cannot exceed then 4. So 5 will be subtracted from this result. So 6 minus 1, this is equal to 5. And I advise you to please write here, please use symbol plus with 5. This is the addition under modulo 5. Please replace these additional operator by using this operator in this question. So student can write directly that in composition table we see that every three elements good hold associativity. That's enough. Similarly, a student can write that in composition table we see that the composition of every two elements is commutative. Either you are adding 2 plus 3, then it will be 2 plus 3 under modulo 5, the result will be equal to 0. Either you are adding 3 on 2 under modulo 5, then you will get, obviously the result will be 0. So you can write directly that the given set of elements under operation under modulo 5 is a abelian group. So these were some problems related to group theory, and in these problems we have understood that how to check that a given set is a group or abelian group or not. In your exam, some questions can be asked to the student that prove that this set is demi-group, semi-group, monoid. So student can prove only the required property for that sets, that group, sorry, for that subset of groups. In our next lecture, we will discuss some theorems for group theory. Thank you.